I think it's really hard because it depends from the area you come from. Obviously, I've come from a far away, so it's really hard down where I live. That you don't get noticed very well, so you have to perform, and expectations is a lot harder. And then you have to obviously travel, and if you get your break, you have to take your chance.
Sort of where I live, like it's not given a chance. So, like to come to a place like this is quite a big opportunity, really. People really think it is, you know, but I think it depends on how much you believe in yourself. Really, if you believe in yourself, I think, you know, there's been people. Ian Wright got picked up when he was late. I think it all depends on if you can believe in yourself and if you don't give up. If you give up, then you're not going to get nowhere, really. But if you come to things like this, there's always a chance, no matter how old you are.
I think if we look at, you know, the top 4 or 5 teams in a Premiership, their scouting system, taking away Man United obviously with the Beckhams and all them that come through, they buy players, don't they? Generally, they go out and they buy the best players in the world, and I don't really think. I mean, I see their scouts at a real young level. They're hoping to pick up that you know, that one star, but there ain't many players who come through anymore. You have got the likes of West Ham. They're always bringing 2 or 3 through. They've got a very good academy down there, and I think that's the effect it's had on the game and on the scouting. They don't generally tend to put the scouts out there.
I think it's a generic thing. This I don't think it has to just be football. I mean, I don't think we, as a country, I don't think our government gets involved enough with what we do. I know they fund lots of expensive venues and stuff, but it's the grassroots that we really struggle with. I know people who work in America and whatnot, and the government are heavily involved in all their local programmes, and it's heavily funded by them. I'm not saying they don't do their bit, because I'm sure they do, but I think it could be better when you think of the catchment of children that we've got here. Young talent, whether it be football, cricket, tennis, rugby, whatever. I mean, I'm not going to speak for everyone because I'm just talking from my experiences. There's been occasions where you can see that players have been missed out, and it might be because their parent doesn't play golf with the right person or something, and it is quite sad. But this is an opportunity for them in an unbiased environment where they can show their ability, they can express themselves. There's no fear factor here.
Oh, it's very tough, you know. With a foreign influx of players at the highest level, it's like a knockdown effect. So, you know, it is very tough for these kids nowadays to get into the professional game, which is, you know, why we need opportunities like this to show that we have got the quality out there. They just need to be looked at.
There's the idea of having 4 or 5 homegrown players in the side, but you'd always be up against the brick wall of the Premier League, because the Premier League got so much power. Scudamore, Richard Scudamore, who runs the Premier League, has got no interest in the English national team benefiting. All he's interested in is making more and more money for the Premier League. So the powers that be are they're not willing to help. Some clubs do, but some clubs and some of the club supporters are not interested in the game as itself. They're just interested in their own club winning games. I wouldn't say grassroots football has suffered because of the popularity of the Premier League. People are still interested in football. I think the English national team has suffered.
We're creating more chances.
Just keep it going, it will come. Just keep going.
I'm me and Andy here just to see making sure you're all okay. No injuries? No injuries, all right? Enjoy yourself, isn't it, mate? Enjoy fun. If we get beat, I want to see you going forward. Right? Away we go. Express yourself. Keep it up, boys. Express yourselves and enjoy the game. That's what it's about.
Oh, the boys, they absolutely love it, especially the guys that have passed the trial. I mean, even some of them who haven't passed, I mean, they come back, you know, because, like I say, we're cheap. The information they go away with from our coaches is always going to better their game anyway. But the guys who pass the trial, who get to play at stadiums like the Valley and Selhurst Park, you know, it's a one in a lifetime opportunity to some of these lads who maybe haven't got the ability, but you know, they can still go on and play at a non-league level. We've got non-league coaches and scouts here as well. So it's you know, the feedback, to be fair, is just unbelievable.
I just like the passion of football. I like
the idea of like you kicking a ball into a net and then crowd going wild, and I love the idea of that. It would mean the world to me to make it to like a higher level in football.
So to be a footballer and you see them on TV and just getting paid for just doing what they love really. The next step would be trying to get myself into an academy. That's the next step for me.
Just keep trying. Just no matter where I go, put hard work. Try get a pro club, get myself an agent. That's what I'm looking for.
I'd love to do it for my family, myself, and then I'll be able to support my family in the long run. It's not, for me, about the money at all. Football, I would play on a park pitch if I could every day. I really don't mind. I just love playing football.
Get up! Get up!
Means everything, you know. Not just for the money, the fame, it's just playing football every day and getting paid for something you love doing, you know, it's mad.
I'm never going to stop playing football. You know, I could be 64, still playing five-side football. But I know that I can still work and then after work train and everything. So, but I'm always going to be playing football. Just the time not to slow down, not the training or anything, just the time.
There's nothing better either, is there, than working in something that you just totally enjoy and love, you know.